Hello everyone, I'm Professor Anand Shrungarpuri. I have prepared this video to get an idea about the different career options in economics. Economics, it's a vast subject, but it's considered to be the mother of all management studies. So let's understand the career options in economics. It means when a student studies economics or when a student wants to develop his career in economics, which are the options that are available? As a person having knowledge about economics, you can work as an economist. Now, when I speak about an economist, I can say that an economist should have vast knowledge about economics, should have full knowledge about the concepts and the theories of economics. An economist can predict the political changes that are expected in the market or the country. An economist can predict the interest rate structure. An economist can predict the inflation rates. An economist can predict the GDP numbers. But to predict all these macroeconomic indicators is not a cup of tea. So by gaining tremendous knowledge of economics, you can work as an economist. You can also work as a data analyst because nowadays it is said that data is the new oil. Consider all the important companies. Take up the example of Amazon, take up the example of Flipkart. They analyze the data of the consumers and then they decide even the exact time of the sale, even the products on which the prices have to be reduced. So data analyst, believe me, this particular field or this job is going to get tremendous response, is going to play an important role in the country in the next say approximately 10 years. You can also work as an actuarial analyst. Now, when I speak about an actuarial analyst, what is the role of an actuarial analyst? Basically, I can say that an actuarial analyst will predict the risk associated with different activities and then take decisions related to the risks involved. A basic example for this thing is when you purchase a medical claim policy, you pay some amount of premium. How is that premium amount decided for different age groups? That premium amount is decided on the basis of the risk associated with different age groups. And coming up with that figure of premium is not a simple task. So economists, or I can say people having knowledge about economics, they can actually work as an actuarial analyst and they can take all these decisions. You can also work as a financial advisor. The problem in India is people consider financial advisor as a person who can actually increase the wealth at a tremendous rate. That is not the case. The role of a financial advisor is to safeguard the wealth of the people. But if you have to give an advice to the people how to safeguard their wealth, it's important for you to to have some knowledge about the different macroeconomic indicators. Then only you can give advices to your clients how to protect or how to safeguard the wealth in future. You can also work as a economics researcher. Now, believe me, this particular job or this field is very, very difficult because you have to take up a particular sector, you have to take up a particular, say, activity, and you have to develop your research study based on that activity. Now, a basic example, suppose if I have to predict the future of automobile industry in India, and I have to conduct the detailed research study on this particular sector for which I have to gather the information from various sources. I have to apply the different say statistics the models of statistics which are available, and then I have to come up with the conclusion related to that particular sector. So an economics researcher can actually help in developing certain sectors of the country. You can also work as a statistician. Statistics play a very important role. In fact, a few years back, today we are in the year 2023, maybe in 2022, I can say, people, they understood the importance of statistics, especially when people came across the number of COVID cases on each and every day in different countries. Believe me, these numbers actually help in developing the business models. The pharma sector was analyzing all these numbers regularly to come up with the medicines or to come up with the vaccines that can solve the problem of COVID. But yes, I can say again, becoming a statistician is not a simple task. And you have to use economic concepts, you have to apply all the numerical aspects of economics to come up with the right statistics. You can also work as a product manager. Now, the role of a product manager is to understand the business objectives, to understand why the product has been introduced, and to understand how the requirements of the customers can be fulfilled. So I can say this product manager is going to build a bridge or is going to fill up the gap between the expectations of the producers and the expectations of the consumers. I can say that on each and every day, new and new products are getting introduced in the market. Take up the current scenario, Chat GPT. Frankly speaking, 6 to 8 months back, people did not even have an idea about this term, but today it's playing an important role in each and every industry. So if I have to introduce a product using this concept of Chat GPT, I have to understand the demand for my product, for my service. I have to understand the factors which can affect the supply of my product or my service. So product manager is actually a good field that you can think about in future. You can also work as a supply chain analyst. Supply chain management is required in each and every sector, is required in each and every business. I can say supply chain includes or supply chain management includes all the activities right from the production till the sale of the product. Now, if you speak about a product, say I'm producing some sweets, I'm going to sell those sweets in different states. For that, I require air transportation. But spending money on air transportation, is it feasible or not? How to reduce the cost related to air transportation? How to reduce the cost related to logistical support? These decisions are taken by people who have knowledge about economics. You can also work as a credit analyst. Today, when you speak about the real world, I can say that the real world is actually based on credit. All the luxurious items that are purchased by your friends and your relatives, believe me, 80% of the products are purchased on the basis of credit. Credit worthiness of an individual is very, very important in the banking sector. If I go to the bank to borrow money, will the bank provide me the funds or not? That depends upon my credit worthiness. And how to calculate that particular credit worthiness? Support of economics or support of people having knowledge about economics is important. You can also work as an investment analyst. You have to work on the different investment avenues. You have to understand why each and every investment avenue is performing in the way in which it is performing, or I can say what will be the future of a particular investment avenue, what will be the price of a particular investment avenue in future. A person having knowledge about economics will have to work on it. Take up the example of gold. We are in the month of April 2023. To be more precise, 11th of April 2023, price of gold has crossed 61,000 rupees per 10 grams in India. Now, why did this price of gold increase? Probably a person having knowledge about economics can actually explain it properly. So you can work as an investment analyst. You can also work as a quantitative analyst for stock market. Now, when I speak of quantitative analyst for stock market, I mean to say that you have to work with different ratios: EPS, earning per share, price earning P ratio, price earning ratio. So when you speak of debt to equity ratio, current ratio, these ratios have to be calculated to decide the growth of a particular sector in future. And a person having a knowledge about economics can actually calculate these ratios efficiently, because that person has some idea about the future changes in the price level of the shares of different companies. Quantitative analyst also focuses on the different policies that can affect the stock market, the different factors that can affect the stock market. In my channel, you will even get a video explaining the factors that can affect the stock market. And keeping a track of those factors is the job of a person having knowledge about economics. You can also work as a health economist, because when I speak about health economist, this is a new concept that is getting developed. Especially the last 5 to 6 years, people are more concerned about health. There are many products introduced in the market which can take care of your health. Now, introducing those products, what is the cost of producing those goods? What is the revenue that can be expected? What is the competition related to those goods in the market? All those things are related with economics. Just imagine, health economics is actually a subject which analyzes the viability of the different technologies related to the health sector that can reduce the health problems of the people. It's an emerging sector. You can actually think of working in this sector in future. You can also work as a business reporter. Just imagine you're watching a news channel and there are some people who are explaining the concepts of economics. Those people are the business reporters. Now, as if you become a reporter with sound knowledge of economics, just imagine the quality of your report. Just imagine the way in which you are going to present your report. And last but not the least, you can become an economics trainer. Believe me, it's not a simple task to teach economics to the people because the perception of the people is economics is difficult, economics is boring. But believe me, economics is mother of all management studies. As an economics trainer, this is my personal experience. I've been teaching economics for the last approximately 22 years. But when I teach economics, I learn about new concepts on each and every day. So these were all the important areas in which you can apply the concepts of economics, or these are all the career options in economics. Go through this video twice or thrice, understand each and every industry, and then select the industry in which you want to work, or then select the destination which you want on your visiting card. Thank you.